everybody, my name's Bobby Friday, and I want to thank you for tuning in here to the YouTube video you're going to take a look at about the Himalayan crystal salt lamps. It's pure crystal salt, and they're from the Himalayan mountains. These lamps are just amazing, and we're going to take a few minutes here and kind of talk about the properties of the lamps, what they're helpful with, some of the conditions that they're really helpful to eliminate, as well as some of the spiritual properties and the spiritual benefits of having a salt lamp. So as you can see, I've got some here behind me. We've got a variety of salt lamps. What they've done is actually they chisel the salt away from the mountains, and it's really heavy. And what they do is they carve the inside of the salt lamp out and attach a wood base to it, so it makes a nice foundation, a base. And then they have a cord that goes in. You can in and out for easily changing of the bulb here. Now, it is actually the warmth from the bulb that warms the salt. And as it warms the salt, it emits negative ions into your atmosphere. Let me get that back there, it's kind of heavy. And when it does that, it's emitting negative ions into the atmosphere, eliminating the positive ions that are so typically found in our spaces and our atmospheres, and they come from televisions, electronics, computers, you know, everything that we're pretty much surrounded with today. And those positive ions are what commonly cause like your sinuses, your headaches, your allergies and things like that. So if you're experiencing a lot of those conditions, those physical conditions, these salt lamps are really phenomenal. And one this size here will fit nicely into a room, like a living room or a bedroom space. Now you'll see with the next one we have here, this is called an abundance bowl. Now it's the same stuff. It's the pure crystal salt from the Himalayan mountains. That's the same stuff. What they've done is they've made it into the shape of a bowl. And then you get the chunks of the salt that nicely on top of the bowl, and the bulb warming it all. The same idea. The heat from the bulb warms the salt in emitting. Now these abundance bowls carry a couple of names. Abundance bowls are also fire bowls is what they call them. So just really beautiful. You know, they're all aesthetically pleasing. You can't find two that actually look exactly the same. So they all have a different look, kind of like people. And a variety of, let's see, well, all different looks, just like people, blah, okay. Anyways, okay, so here's the salt lamps, really cool. You can get them in little tea light holders, and this one is you can put a little tea light candle in there, and the warmth from the tea light candle bulb does the same thing. It's the same idea. With your salt lamps, so that they're working at their highest potential, you want to make sure that, you know, they're warmed, that they're on. So leave your salt lamps on. It is pure salt. So if you're in a humid space, you know, you're going to have a puddle of salt water. You want to make sure that you're taking care of them in that way, that they're in a cool space if you don't have them on. It maintains the integrity of the lamp. And these lamps will last for you, you know, forever. I mean, they're going to keep going on and working for you to clear your space. So you're going to take care of those sinus headaches, those allergies. And as well as what I want to talk about now is a little bit of the spiritual properties of the lamps. It's just going to take me a couple minutes. And because we're emotional beings, and we're constantly emitting emotions as well. And we're understanding a little bit more and more about the idea and the information that was given when Jesus said, "And you are the salt of the earth." Now, because we are emotional beings and we're consciousness, we're emitting these emotions, like I say. So if you ever walk into a room and you can say like, "Oh man, it's the anxiety or the tension so thick in there, you can just cut it with a knife." Well, these salt lamps are going to be working on your benefit to clear up that space as well, to eliminate that lower energy that's floating around in the space. Now, I want to talk more too about, and that's Ricky, he likes the salt lamps too. But I want to talk a little bit more about the spiritual principles of that, and you know what, I might make that a video number 2, so stay tuned. All right, thanks a lot.